Alright, so how's it going, everybody? Finally making the video for it. But we completed Gym Heroes finally. It's been a few years in the making, but we finished it. Started going after this set back in October 2018 was the one email I was able to find from the first card I bought of the set, which would have been the Dragonair. Using a different camera, so hopefully this is in focus. Yeah, Dragonair is one of my favorite Pokemon, and I thought this artwork was really cool, so we got it. And I think like a couple months later, I was like, you know what? Why not complete it? And then I think it was around 2021, 2022 that we finally cleaned out our storage. And I found all my Pokemon cards again from when I was a kid that I've been wanting to find for a while now. And in one of the boxes, I found one of these good old plastic, that has like a ton of cards. I'm pretty sure I go over this in the video. Yeah, I got a bunch of cards in it, base jungle, fossil, which is always what I thought I stopped at. But funnily enough, in there, I found apparently I did 4 packs of Gym Heroes way back in the day. So I was like, let's just finish the set. Which I wish I would have did that back in 2018 with the prices. The Gengar card about the other month was the most expensive Pokemon card I've bought. Then, until now, I just finished, spoiler, 151, that stupid Charizard card. Pretty sure I go over that putting the card in the binder. But yeah, based on price, I would much prefer the 2018 version of Pokemon card prices. Would have been nice to finish the set, but we did it. And also on this binder, I think I'm going to try it too eventually, because I think that's kind of going to be my collecting goals, I guess, would be to complete all the Pokemon card sets of cards that I'm finding that I had when I was a kid. So for the English side, I think it's just going to be like Gym Heroes now. I'm not going to do Gym Challenge because I haven't found anything for that. So I'm not, even though there's very cool cards in it. Jungle Fossil we have, but I gotta put them together in binder, which I'll be making videos for that. And I think Team Rocket is the last like English set that I'll be putting together like from my childhood. I also am going to do base Jungle Fossil, Team Rocket, and I think it's just like Neo, I think is the one. And also the Japanese version of Gym Heroes and Gym Challenge, which I cannot remember the names. It's like way different names. But I have a pretty good, I think I need probably like 20-ish cards for each one, because we got a bunch. I don't know if I went over this in the video or not, but apparently I opened up a lot of the Japanese Gym Challenge heroes, which they have it sorted like crazy. I actually didn't know the Misty card, band one, Misty's Tears or whatever, that's in there. They have this like, the sorting for it's like insane. The cards are all over the place. I just went with whatever the checklist on Pokelector, that's what I track my stuff on. Whatever they have it sorted by is how I organize it in the binder. So yeah, I'm gonna finish those set. I think that's like my collecting goals, is to like basically finish the sets of cards that I had from when I was a kid. What's everyone else collecting nowadays? Is everyone going crazy for prismatic evolutions? And I know the answer to that is yes, because from everything I've seen on the internet, it's kind of crazy. Yeah, hopefully everything I just saw today that Pokemon said they're going to be printing more of the stuff, which I can't believe people weren't expecting them not to print more of the stuff, especially since like they're planning on releasing it throughout like the whole year, you know, different collection boxes or whatever. So everyone just loves the hype. But my advice on that is just wait, you know, and also buy the single cards, because I keep seeing the pull rates for this prismatic evolution set is like really bad. I keep seeing everyone say, don't overpay for boxes and packs if you are, just wait. And to me, that would be a set where you just open a few packs. I mean, that should be every set. Just open up a couple packs and then go buy all the cards you want. I feel like not enough of the Pokemon card channels recommend just go buy the card, not just packs or do breaks or whatever. Go get what you want. I was able to get 2 of the Pokemon Center Journey Together, I think it's that. Elite Trainer boxes, so when we get that, we'll open some up. But yeah, my advice while everything's going crazy on this prismatic evolution stuff is go look at the older stuff. There's so much. It's a horrible suggestion, but go look at the Japanese promo cards. It's a horrible selection just because there's so many and you're gonna want all of them. Literally, you're gonna want to catch them all. There's so many amazing Japanese promo cards, and then like all the older stuff and Pokemon cards. Like there's so much. I know it's not, everyone always just wants the hot new thing, but there's so much cool older Pokemon card stuff for pretty cheap prices, depending on what you're looking at. Tons of cool stuff for like under $10, you know, for a card, like a cool card. You bump it up to 20, then you're lots of cool cards. Yeah, that'd be my advice. Just don't overpay for all this stuff that you know you're going to be able to get at some point during the year. I know it's cool to have it right now, but so yeah, let's get to finishing this set off. All right, we'll wait for the last 2 hollows at the end, the Gengar and Moltres. So let's start putting in all the remaining cards we need to put in from when we were kids. So I'm doing this standing up, so it's kind of hard. It's very hard to read the numbers. All right, we got number 24, Brock Zubat. Perfect. I think some of these sleeves, I try to keep the usual sleeves. I just do the Ultra Pro sleeves, like for sports cards, even though they're kind of bigger than the Pokemon cards. But I feel with, so far I've been using the Voltex binders and completely blank out on the other company. And also I have some of the Dex Protection binders that when using the like sports card, I guess, Ultra Pro sleeves, it basically fills out the whole space. Because I've noticed, especially if you don't put any sleeve, or even I guess like people love the perfect fits, which I only use those if I have a card and a one touch. Otherwise, I stay away from those. That basically these sleeves kind of fill out the whole space and they won't move around really. Which I've seen the cards in my own binders where they weren't sleeved at all, or they had like the smaller sleeves. They move around even with like this being kind of tight on the card. Still, you know, we got 29. This is Cloyster. Complete. I'm not gonna say that every time. Number 40. So that's 39, 40. There's probably gonna be a bunch of jump cuts in here because I literally have to. I mean, I have pretty okay eyes. 42, but I still, the Chini, but I still can't read these like insane tiny numbers. 43, Execute. So that one's kind of a shorter sleeve, as I'm saying I only use the Ultra Pros. So it's gonna be a mix of like the Ultra Pros, and when they're shorter like that, these are like the sleeves I had them in. Like you kind of see it's like kind of like rippled almost. I feel like I should keep them in the old sleeves. That's 47, 48, the Weaving Bell. I think it's like kind of cooler like that. Try and keep it like, they're in the old sleeves, keep them in that. Which I think, I'm actually surprised these aren't like stretched out because I'm pretty sure I had them like back to back in one sleeve. I can't remember if I have a video of when I originally found that box. But the Psyduck is 54, 55, the Sea King. 56, the Starmie. This is gonna like cut into my thought process a lot trying to remember the numbers, but yeah, I'm not sure if I have a video of when I originally found that box and went through it. Blaine's Charmander, I did have a list. This was an original, like from when I was a kid. I also bought it, but this is like, I think the original, hopefully, pretty sure. I think that was like the only one that I had bought but found. 62 Growlithe that I put in the binder. 63, that's Ponyta. Tauros, 64, 65 Vulpix. I always thought Vulpix was kind of cool on the show. Geodude. Whoa, hold up. We're missing something. Okay, so the next card I have is Onyx at 69. Geodude was 66. So what's 67? 68 the Mankey, 69 the Onyx. What's going on? Did I not sort correctly? We'll have to remember that. I might have taken it out accidentally thinking I had it. Already running into problems. 73. Another Brock's Vulpix. Oh, one was Blaine, one was... Is this like from 4? See, now this is going to mess up with my thought process commentary, because now I'm worried about the number. It's probably like, I should have just did this beforehand and only just did the couple of hollows, but I think it's... Personally, I think it's cooler like this because it's like the cards I had from when I was a kid. Like, that's like the only way my Pokemon collection would be unique. Is, I mean, like, everyone has these cards already. It's all the same cards everyone else has. And then 82. The only way my collection is like unique is because I was fortunate enough my parents didn't throw it away when I was a kid. I actually kind of like remember my mom even saying, I thought it was really funny because when I moved in like 2014, I can't remember what it was, but it was something Pokemon related, and I was gonna like throw it out, and my mom was like, "No, like all the money we spent on this when you were a kid." It's like something along those lines. She's like, all the money we spent on this stuff. I'm sure she said a word that is bad for YouTube now. That we bought you all this stuff when you were a kid, so we're keeping it type thing, or like we spent the money for it. I don't know. It's like something along those lines. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever, kind of thing. And glad, thanks, Mom. Because I've heard and seen many horror stories of people, 95, where people's parents would just throw them away, give them away, sell them for $10 type, kind of thing. So I'm very lucky with that. It wasn't like, I would never have thought, it wasn't like card related, I know that. Because even when I like, kind of like, cause it's like, I guess I kind of like lost interest in Pokemon, but I didn't hate it. I would never throw away my cards. It wasn't card related, it was just something Pokemon related when we were moving. My mom was like, no, we're not throwing it away. Can't remember what it was. It might have been those empty booster boxes I have from Base and Jungle, which I'm glad, I would have really regretted that. I just think it's cool as hell. Keep having those. I think that might have been honestly what it was, but it was something like that. And very fortunate. We got 32. This one's a 32. What's going on here? We got 111, 112, Lieutenant Surge Treaty. So literally almost all is set. I think I did get a lot of like 25 of them. I think it was like $3 or something. It was like commons, uncommons. I think I used that to fill in some from eBay. And then other than the hollows, I think I even got like a couple of the hollows from TCG Player, but once it goes over like $7, $10, I prefer to buy it on eBay. 121. Prefer to buy it on eBay because it has pictures, so you can see kind of what you're getting. Because almost all the stuff on TCG Player doesn't. It's really kind of weird. Like I feel like a lot of the English stuff doesn't have pictures, but then it's also kind of dumb because I search English on TCG Player, and then you get sellers selling Japanese, but then they have pictures of it, like showing Japanese, but then they don't have pictures for the English. So I don't know. This one's also like a crazy sleeve. Looks normal, but it's like a lot thicker. I don't know. Misty's Duel. I don't know where that came from. So now to the energies, 128 right here. Did have a couple of these. 130, so that'd be 29 and 30. And the water energy, 132 of 132. So I believe the last card, other than the two, the Gengar and Moltres. I actually just got this in the other day because I totally didn't realize it. But yeah, there was a pre-release card, Missy Seadra. Hopefully it's coming through the pre-release. Doesn't really show up that well on like camera. I don't know why. In person I can see it like pretty okay. There, you guys see? So I think that's the only promo card. I'm gonna have to look up and make sure after this. Kind of would like to put it at the beginning, but also I think I was putting in my other binders, I was putting the promo card at the end. So that should be the only one. And then yeah, that's, besides the cards we haven't put in yet, complete Gym Heroes. So I would love to do like, problem is it wouldn't really work that well for like a YouTube video, but I want to like scan, because I have a very good, I got that Epson V600 scanner. So that Epson V600 scanner, if you scan something, it literally looks better than in real life, like the actual whatever you're scanning. I would love to do that and have like super high quality scans, just to, like, I guess, like for people to look at, even though no one's probably watching this video anyway, but I would like to do it just because. Yeah, all the artworks on the cards, amazing. They're great. Like, look at this Poliwag. That looks like someone just did it. Who drew it? And Sugimori, of course. That's Seal. Seal's awesome. I mean, they're all, like, you just look at them. Like, these are just regular cards that people wouldn't really care about. And, like, the commons, uncommons, and then rares. Oh, yeah, what is this? Completely forgot. 67. So we gotta go into our pile of, this is gonna be annoying to get back into this bag. Hopefully. 67. Brox Mankey. Brox Mankey. We have 2 of them? Which one would have been mine? I feel I might have sorted. That might have been what happened. I was trying to keep 2 separate piles, but which one looks like it would have been mine? I don't know. And they're both like in the same newer sleeve. We'll just pick one, I guess. So apparently one of these, I guess, would have been one of mine from when I was a kid. And then one was one that we bought. I have no idea. I don't think there's a way to actually tell that. There we go. Luckily, it wasn't really any of the... I mean, some of these trainer cards were like $5, $6. I don't know if any of these are rares or not. Probably not, which is like a good thing. But yeah, it was just unfortunate. Like after I had bought a majority of the cards, I had found the old cards that I have. Because like I said, I'd never thought, I swear I stopped after Fossil. But this is like actually the last. I'm pretty confident. Gym Heroes is the farthest I went. Is Gym Heroes after Rocket, right? Yeah. Last 2 cards we're missing. And we got ourselves some PSAs because they were cheaper than the raw. They're 6s. I think the Moltres has like, I mean, we'll get a better, yeah, kind of right there, you can kind of see. Got a bunch of scratch. I'm pretty sure all that's on the holo. I don't think any of these really had, it had to be just like the scratches that gave it a 6. Maybe some like, I think there's like a black mark there at the top. I mean, the top corners aren't the best, but I mean, even at the same time, like other than the scratch, it's like a super clean copy. I don't know. And I think same goes for the Gengar. We'll take a look at it up close kind of before we break it out of the case. It like actually doesn't have, did this have like, it has like, I don't know if there's like kind of a scratch going vertical. I can kind of see it there. It's hard to see. We'll see it better once we get out of the case, but I just like looking at it before, trying to figure out like what's actually wrong with it. Well, that's like in the case. I know, like all these white spots up here. Like the back definitely has more whitening than the other one, but unless there's some like hidden mark or something, I feel like that wouldn't make it a 6. Like the centering is like pretty solid. There's some like silvering there on the side. I don't know. We'll have to see once we break it out. Because I feel like that's kind of crazy that it's a 6. And this is actually the most expensive Pokemon card I've bought. Literally in the last set, which I think should have been Crown Zenith in my video uploading order. The Giratina card was the most expensive card I've ever bought. Now, next set, the Gengar is the most expensive Pokemon card I've ever bought. Remember I said I didn't buy it because it was $30 back in 2018? Well, fooled me! A lot more than $30 now, so yeah. But that's what happens. Now that I bought it, the prices on it will probably plummet and it'll be back to $30, but no, we did it. So, time to free the card. Okay. PSA 6 Rockets Mold Trace. Mold Trace, you're free now! Great, wasn't even holding that on camera. I still don't know why this is a 6. I think it's probably a 6 now after all that sawing, but... Alright, next up for Sergi, the Gengar PSA 6. The one other time we did this, I did not have this like blade catching problem. What is going on with this? That wasn't a PSA 6, it is now. No, I don't think anything happened to it. Alright, so now that our cards are free, let's finish this binder off. Also, I did take some scanner pictures, and you can definitely see that definitely, well, I'm sure if it'll come across on the YouTube video or not. But myself looking at them like in a blown up kind of picture, you can definitely see a lot more stuff wrong with it. So it does kind of make sense. They're a PSA 6, like the grade like that. But, you know, put it in the binder, it looks perfectly fine from here, you know, and much cheaper. So, than the raw copies. So, we'll do that. Yeah, and especially the Gengar definitely has a lot more scratches on the hollow than it looks like. Actually, there you can kind of see it. I forget what else I saw on the scans of it, so. But I'm still happy with it, you know. It looks perfect like this. Like I said, that's. For a 6, I think those are pretty solid condition-wise. So, Gym Heroes, complete. Awesome. That's really cool. So I think that's like, I mean, I've said that a couple times, I feel like. I think that's just going to be my collecting goal, I guess, is to just finish the sets of cards that I had from when I was a kid. Type thing, or like the cards that I got. So like this, we have a bunch of the Japanese cards, and oh yeah, I forgot, I wanted to compare because I found all of these in one of those like 4-pocket binders. So this is basically almost a big majority of the Japanese holo cards that I have. So spoiler for whenever I make videos for that, like luckily we got a bunch of the jungle cards. That should be, oh, did we have the Dragonair? I don't know. Where is, oh, we did have the Dragonair. Here. So that's Koga's Beedrill, right? That's the name. That's not in that. That would be the challenge set, right? That's what, I gotta go through, and well, I mean, I guess it's kind of easy because that would be that one. This is Tentacool. That Gyarados looks really cool. That's a cool card. A lot of these have like swirls on them. Isn't that what like everyone wants? What? Oh, there's Misty Seadra. The Gengar. So naturally, I have the Gengar card, but in Japanese, and then I have 2 of them, which is it's kind of annoying because you have I could add one in English, but would have saved us a lot of money. But it's kind of crazy. The Japanese version is far cheaper. Like I get it because I mean, I know for the past like year or two, Japanese cards have been way more than the English, but pretty sure outside of like the promo cards, the English cards have kind of always been the more expensive for the most part, I think. But like this with the Gengar, the Japanese Gengar, I know this is like a changed art. I know it's like one of the few. It's like here on the, oh, it's probably hard to tell. I kind of see the light. See, it has like the crosses in the background because it's like a cemetery, and then whatever reason they didn't think we'd like that over here for like the English, they took them out. So it's like, oh, and it has like more like the cloud, like a fog. That's really cool, actually. That looks so much better than the English. I like the Gengar is like a different kind of. It's like longer in this one and then fatter in this one. I don't know, but yeah, I was figuring probably grade one and sell it. Maybe make up, if it got a good grade, maybe make up the price we paid for that Gengar, and then we still have one to complete the Japanese set kind of thing. The building in the background is kind of darker. That Arcanine card's amazing. It was Firo on this? Yeah, Return Surge's Firo. But yeah, that's like some of the hollows we have for the Japanese sets, which is a good start. But yeah, then that will go here and the rest of the binder, and then this will just be the English, Gym Heroes, and Japanese. So I think that's really cool, because I definitely have way more of the Japanese cards. I wonder, is it like sorted the same? I don't know. Gym Heroes completed, but yeah. So what sets of Pokemon cards are you working on? Picked up any Pokemon cards lately for your collection? Been opening any packs? Any good luck? Let me know. I always enjoy hearing about that. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed.